Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. So again, we're back at it. Another full face of Sheglam makeup. So I'm gonna catch you guys up real quick. So I previously did this thing where I pretty much tried to buy all of the Sheglam products that they had and test it out for you guys. Let's test them out together. Let's do it. For primer, I'm actually quite excited to try this one out. This is supposed to be a pore blurring stick. Texture skin is normal. I do have pores and I do break out and I do have redness, okay? That's normal. But here is the primer. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what the actual product itself looks like. What it's looking like. Let's see how much product we get in here. So that is all the product that we get from this little tube. All right, so let's go in. If you see little like glitter specks on my face, I did have makeup before this video and I had to take everything off. But anyways, starting with a clean face, let's do it. Here is the before and we're just going to, I thought it was gonna be smoother. It's not bad, but I really thought it was just going to like glide on. This is the main area that I need it to like really work. I'm actually adding a good bit because I really hope this does blur out my pores. All right, so I went ahead and did it all over my face. You can see that the product is kind of sinking in my pores maybe, or it's just being splotchy. I don't know. Same as the other video, I did end up buying a sample because I didn't want to get the full thing and get the wrong shade. So I went ahead and got this one. This one is the medium range. I think you can pick from different shades, whichever one is closest to your skin tone. All right, so this one is the Skin Magnet High Coverage Foundation. So this foundation, it is said to have that blurring effect, same with the blur stick. So I'm really hoping they work together and hopefully it gives us a flawless foundation base. Right off the bat, I can tell that this shade is a little darker for me. This is in shade Saddle. I'm just gonna pop that one back in there for now. I'm gonna go ahead and open up Wheat. With a brush, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick some up and we are going to do a test swap. Honestly, that looks so pretty. Anyways, let's keep going. This is in shade Almond. I'm gonna clean off my brush every time I go in with a different foundation, just because I know it can mix up and you know. So here is that one. Okay, is it me or I don't know which one I'm gonna go with. Next, I'm gonna go in with Butterscotch. The other shade that I do want to go ahead and try is Honey. Alright, I'm just gonna put it up top just because I was kind of running out of space. So Honey is way too light for me, so we are going to take that one out. So let's go ahead and add Golden right up top. Honestly, I feel like Golden is it. I am gonna use my foundation brush once I have a good bit of foundation down. Let's blend it out. See how it looks. All right, so this foundation honestly blends out so smoothly and the coverage is there. All right, so for concealer, I did end up picking this one. So this is what the concealer is looking like. I did get shade Nude. I do like to get a lighter concealer just because I like having that inner face glow. If you're trying to cover dark circles, I do recommend getting a shade that is closest to your skin tone. I feel like that one will probably cover your dark circles a lot better. Me personally, I really like the inner glow. I have cleaned off this brush so many times already, but I went ahead and cleaned it off. This is what the concealer is looking like. Let's go ahead and go in and let's apply. It's also quite creamy and cooling. But obviously we gotta test it out and see how it is with the creasing and coverage. We'll see. Now, my eyes are watering. I think that is because I accidentally poked my eye with my brush when I was applying my foundation. So it has nothing to do with the actual concealer or foundation. It's just the fact that the bristles touched my eye. So since I already applied my concealer, I am gonna let it sit for a little bit. Most concealers, the more you let them sit, the more kind of coverage they get. You do have to be careful. Some concealers do like to set and they stay put. Just in case of that, I am going to just buff out those harsh edges. That way, in case it does dry, I'm not stuck with a harsh line. And I'm gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it at that for now. Next thing I grabbed is this bronzer. It's another cream bronzer. I've said this a few times and I'm gonna say it again. I used to get bronzing and contouring messed up. Turns out it is completely different stuff, and turns out I like to bronze myself. I'm just gonna go ahead and go in. Gotta actually like go in there. We are going to all right, so I'm going to have to really try to blend this out. That is pigmented. I feel like I look a little crazy just because I didn't fully blend out my concealer just yet. Now let's blend all this out. You know how we talked about the whole texture skin is normal, pores are normal. Let's get up close and personal. Okay, so you can see my pores right there. Did the blur stick do much? I can still see some. I want to say it worked like 50-50. Not all the way. Obviously, I'm still going to keep using the primer just to test it out with like different foundations and like probably different like applying methods. But this time, I feel like it actually did 50-50, you know? So the first Shein makeup video that I did pick up 4 of these liquid blushes. They're honestly quite good, and I wanted to get different blushes, but it wasn't going to be enough for, well, it was going to be enough, but I was trying to save a little bit of money. Okay, and since I already had these, I was like, why not? Just why not, right? I did go ahead and go in with shade Risky Business. I didn't show you guys the applicator. Let me show you guys the applicator. So this is what the applicator looks like. It is a little sponge and it does pick up a good bit of product. Another thing that I do like about these blushes is that you can build them up to whatever pigment you want. This is just one for me and I think it's okay. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Let's do a check-in with the concealer. That is what the eyelids are looking like. There is a little bit of creasing. So there's those. You can see that. There is some creasing around my nose area. So I'm just going to buff this out real quick. And we are going to set our face. So I am going to go in with this setting powder. This is the 3-in-1 correcting setting powder. So it has 3 different shades and here is what the back looks like. We're going to go ahead and open it. I am going to use the lid to put some of the powder. I'm going to do a few taps. It has shimmer in it. It has some shimmer in there. Let's just go with it. Let's do it. So let's go ahead and set that under my eyes. I'm gonna try to focus this powder where I crease the most. With all my setting powders, I like to set my eyelid. That way, if I ever do add eyeshadow, I feel like it applies so much smoother. Instead of it having a sticky base, it kind of gets on splotchy. But again, that's just how I've been doing it and it has helped me quite a bit. All right, setting powder is done. I'm gonna let it bake my face just a wee bit, and then I'm gonna dust it off. Let's go ahead and go in with lips. So I am going to do a lip liner and a little lipstick, little combo. So I went ahead and grabbed this liner. This is the shade that I ended up getting for this lip liner. Girly, I heard you in the comments. I grabbed it. Okay, so I'm gonna be flat out honest. This lip liner probably has one of the best formulas out of the Sheglam lip liners that I have tried. It is creamy, it is pigmented, it's just smooth. And I feel like this shade is it. I would definitely recommend trying out those lip liners. I know they have different shades there. Now I'm gonna go in with the matte lipstick. I did grab this shade right here. It's Have No Fear. So let's go ahead and open that up. Let's see how much product we get in here. So this is how much product we get in the actual lipstick itself. Actually, I'm gonna show you guys how much product we get in the lip liners, which I did not do. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys now. All right, so this is all the product you get from the lip liners. So now we can go in with the actual lipstick. Are my lips really that ashy? I messed it up. It is cold out. So one thing with me with matte lipsticks or matte liquid lipsticks is that I kind of have like wrinkly lips, you know, no lip filler. Every time I use anything matte, it kind of enhances like the cracks in my lips. That's why I kind of go for more like glossy types, but when I smile, it looks really pretty. Anyways, now I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off that setting powder that I had on my face. I think it's about time. So before we go on to mascara, I do want to show you guys what I used for my birthday video. So I did end up getting this brow Sheglam. This is the Striking Brow Gel, and it does have some pigment to it. It does set your brows in place. I have been using it for a few days now, so I can fully give off my honest opinion on this, and I like it. So if you know me, you know that I do not like doing my brows. I get quite upset when they don't look alike, and it happens quite often, more than you think. I feel like with that, I just put it on and it kind of makes my brows have a more fuller effect, as if I did more to my brows, when in reality I just plopped that on, you know. Now let's get into mascara. I went ahead and curled my lashes. So I am gonna go in with this Sheglam mascara. I did go ahead and grab shade Black. I really do like the packaging to this one. It's kind of giving Charlotte Tilbury. Anyways, but I really like it. Let's see what the actual wand itself looks like. I ordered these a long time ago, so I don't really remember what these products look like. I don't remember what the reviews are, but let's go ahead and try it and give out our honest review. Oh, look at that. That is really pretty. All right, so this is what the mascara is giving, and it is giving stunning. Next, let's go in with highlight. So this is the highlight that I ordered. I was kind of confused when I got this packaging, just because I didn't remember exactly what it was, and I don't like to read things, okay? So I just kind of go based off what I think it is. I thought it was some type of setting powder, but it is actually the highlight. Look how pretty this is. I'm gonna go ahead and open it. So this one is in shade Tea Cake. I love this, okay? So I'm just gonna go in with my finger. I do that a lot with my highlights. So there is that. Look how pretty that is. Let's just add some to the tip of our nose. I'm just gonna add it to wherever I always add highlight, which is, again, the tip of the nose, the brow bones, a little bit on the cheeks. Oh, I might have added a little too much on that side. All right, so there is the highlight. The highlight is honestly really pretty. Plus the packaging to this is, look at that. It is so pretty. All right, so last thing to this look is setting spray. Okay, I did my research on Sheglam and I found this setting spray. This setting spray came with two other options. It was this one, a coconut one, and another one. I'll put them here. But since I already grabbed this one and the other ones weren't really catching my attention, I know, sucks. I grabbed the other setting spray. Sheglam had a Rick and Morty collab, so I went ahead and grabbed the Pickle Rick setting spray. Have I ever watched Rick and Morty? No, I haven't. Have I wanted to? Maybe. I feel like it's crossed mine and Hernan's mind a few times, but we never actually went through with it. I'm just gonna have this in my vanity now. Yeah. Just, you know, Pickle Rick. Anyways, let's go ahead and put some on. Okay. All right, this one definitely has more of a perfume smell. It doesn't smell bad. It kind of smells clean, like a floral clean. The spray, I feel like, isn't as misty as this one right here. All right, so while we let that dry, let's go ahead and do a overall review on the products. Starting off with the primer. I feel like this primer, I don't know how I feel about it being on a stick form, just because I feel like it's kind of hard to really see where you have applied it. If they can kind of make that into more of like a putty-like formula, I feel like that would low-key be better. That way you can actually like put it on your face and know where you're going with it. Next thing is the foundation. This is the Skin Magnet High Coverage. I like it. I really do like it. I am gonna save the other samples, that way I can test out the other shades. So far, I feel like this shade is pretty good actually. And I do like that Sheglam also does give you samples, so you can sample out their foundations. Next, let's go in with the concealer. It doesn't look to be creasing anymore once I added the setting powder. All right, bronze. I feel like Sheglam bronze are really good. Like this one literally blended out perfectly. The shade is amazing, and just the formula itself was actually quite nice. I was kind of worried at first because when I went in with my brush, it didn't seem to pick up anything. It's pigmented. All right, so I took out my hairpins because I didn't realize I still had them on. But now let's talk about the blushes. These blushes are honestly really good. They're beginner friendly. I do recommend these. They come in different shades, so, you know. Setting powder, same thing. I was a little worried. I was scared that it was gonna show that shimmer that it came with. I don't know which shade it is from the three, or if all three of them have shimmer, but I really thought it was going to be overpowering, but you can honestly barely tell that it had shimmer to it. Right now, all you're seeing is my highlight, so I would recommend this. So for lips, I want to say I highly suggest you trying out the lip liners. The formula to these are way better than the other ones. This one is honestly quite good. It's pigmented. This one is very matte, so if you're not used to matte, I would try their glosses. They also have a gloss form of this. Give that a try. You know, I already told you guys how I felt about the brow one. Definitely is a must in my makeup routine from now on. So, you know. Next thing, the mascara. So the mascara applied beautifully. I do kind of see my lashes starting to droop just a little bit, just a wee bit. It could be because I didn't fully curl them up all the way. It could be the formula. Overall though, I feel like it is beautiful. I feel like the wand did its thing. It made them look stunning. Even right now, I feel like it is not bad. It's just my personal opinion. I would rather have waterproof mascara. I feel like that kind of prevents them from drooping. But you know. The highlight itself is stunning. It is beautiful. It is creamy. This is the type of highlight that I like. It is literally not glittery. It is not chunky. It is creamy and it is highlighting. So for the setting spray, I feel like I do want to say that I would rather have this one than this one. This one really locks in your makeup. Like when it says it locks in your makeup. This one, I did kind of just touch my face and my foundation kind of picked up and I sprayed my face with this. I don't know. Would I buy this again? No, I don't think so. The packaging is adorable. It's cute. Now I'm just gonna have a pickle on my vanity. Will I use it? Yes. Every now and then I will use all of the makeup that I have. Even if I didn't like it, I like to do other makeup looks and get a second opinion off of them. Anyways, a lot of blabbing. Anyways, you guys, that is the end of today's video. I'm gonna do a close-up again so you guys can see the makeup. If you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. If not, how else will you find me? I have more videos like this coming soon. I got you. But yes, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.